Welcome back to the Retro Sports Gamer channel. This is Green Majik. And popping back on. Haven't streamed by myself in a while. Brian and I were playing some hockey games the other night. It was very fun. But I was watching some NFL today. It was a lot of fun, got me geeked up, and I just kind of felt like playing some more Tecmo Super Bowl. So we're gonna do that. A month or so ago, I finished a series of this game, playing as the Packers with a created Micah Parsons character. And we won the Super Bowl, and it was really fun. And even as I finished that, I thought, it'd be fun to run it back. This game is a very limited kind of franchise mode. It's really about the create a player feature, but you can try to win 3 Super Bowls in a row, and if you do, you get a little bit of a reward. So we're going to dive into that in a second. If we get people in the chat, maybe we can get some suggestions on who to pick up in free agency, because we're going to be able to do that. So before I get going too much further, I'm going to put a couple posts in the Discord. Alright, I'm going to see if I can check the levels here real quick. Doesn't sound bad, so we're going to get going, and hopefully we get some people in here. I got some pepperoni style Italiano. Let's go. So, Tecmo Super Bowl. We played a lot of original NES Tecmo Super Bowl on this channel. Every now and then we sprinkle in some Super Nintendo. There's also Tecmo Super Bowl on Sega Genesis, and we haven't played that a lot, but let's go ahead and dive in here. $19.95, so that's, kind of in the middle, kind of the second, however you want to say it, a little bit towards the later end of the Super Nintendo's run of games. The Nintendo 64 came out the next year, but they were still making great games, and so yeah, we already did a season with the Packers, won the Super Bowl. I created a player, Micah Parsons, just getting excited about him being a free agent on the Packers. So he's pretty good. I think this season, when he increases attributes, I think I'm going to try to make his interceptions much higher so I can get more interceptions. That's just kind of something that's on my radar. A number of years ago, I did a Bears season in this game, and I put a lot of the guys in the community I created players. I gave them wonky statistics, and that's what you see here. So we got Retro Sports Gamer Tom. We got Lumberjack Cracks. So yeah. You got Joe Rage Quit. Got some Slapshot Sean. We got the namesake, Green Majik. He's got like no accuracy, which is funny, considering he's a kicker. We got Alex and Taylor. So yeah, so like I said, limited franchise mode stuff. So you got your schedule here. Basically, it's the preseason. Standings, rankings, all these things. Records. So Tom actually got a rating record. That's interesting. And when I was the Bears, like I said, we got the defensive ratings. So who knows? Maybe Micah Parsons will get the sack record. But if we dive into game starts, I'm hoping we get some people in the chat soon, because it would be interesting to get some input on who to pick up in free agency. Unfortunately, the trades, I haven't really found a way to make those successful. I assume you need to give the computer a high advantage in order for them to bite. But so we got Peterson. Maybe we'll try to trade for Green Majik, and it doesn't go through. And that's really all it is. They give you a couple more tries. Let's try it again. And it doesn't go through. And I'm just messing around here. Hey, what's up, Eli? How's it going? Thanks for popping in. Tecmo Super Bowl. Go for Stover. Thanks for putting in some input, Rick. So, well, Stover he's a modern day player, right? This is 1995. So awesome. Just chilling. Oh no, Stover, you're right. Okay, Stover is a guy. So unfortunately, trades are just kind of bunk in this version, but we can. Well, I take it back. I would have had to make the Browns a user and then dump Stover off. So unfortunately, I missed that opportunity. I should have been. But something I want to do. So this is season 2. We won the Super Bowl last year. We're trying to run it back. So it's a Micah Parsons season. So one of the things I decided to challenge myself is go with Dave Brown. He actually had a bit of a fun playoff run because Brett Favre got hurt, and Dave Brown kind of he did some things, and he doesn't have great stats. In Tecmo, you look at the pass speed and you look at the control. So he's a 38.44, which isn't very good. That's kind of like a basic backup. But if we dump Brett Favre, then we get hella free agent points. That's what we're going to do. We're going to dump Brett Favre. I think we're going to dump Edgar Bennett as well. Basically anybody that has a lot of points, especially Reggie White. Love Reggie White, Minister of Defense, one of my favorite Packers of all time. But he's worth 430 free agency points. So we're going to dump him, and we are going to we're just gonna build a squad, and it's gonna be great. So who else? Okay, so actually, we got 800 points. We might take Edgar Bennett back. I don't know. Yeah, there's no one else we really need to get rid of. We might. So Timpson's expensive. 63 receptions though. That's juicy. Offensive line. Uncle Jim's one of our tight ends. Or no, he's on free agency. Sorry. Uncle Jim. I'm gonna dump West. I'm gonna put in Uncle Jim. We're just having fun here. We're just having fun. Hastings, Graham, Jeff Graham, legend, 56, 44, 56. I'm actually feeling that. Morgan, 38, 38. He's gotta go. Graham going in. McMurdy is 31, 44. That's nothing special. Alright. Frank Winters, Packers legend. Aaron Taylor, Galbraith. Ken Rudgers, kind of weak, but one of my high school friends is actually his son-in-law, so I feel like I gotta keep Rudgers in there. 44 hit power. And then we got Jerry Crafts we can get rid of though. 44 hit power. Oops. Gasek. Center. Ooh, 56. We might have... Ooh, an Andy Heck legend. Tackle. Wow. We're going to beef up our... I already said we're going to... Okay. So we're going to get rid of Kraft. We're taking in Heck. Gasek is a center. Man, I have such a bad memory, short-term memory. 56 hitting power. And a 50 hitting power, but his max speed is 31. And he is 44. I think that's a good enough upgrade. Frank Winters, you got your Super Bowl. See you later. Gasek going in there. And then Rudgers is the homer. What's up, Cham? Oh, that's Sean. Cham. Cham. Yeah, man. Had to stream. Packers had a big dub. So did the Bears. So did the Lions. But, you know, I was getting geeked up at the bar. And I was like, I gotta go home and pick up Shia LaBeouf on free agency. Cham / Sean, how was Brew City? I popped in the chat a little bit, but what are your takeaways? Was it good? I wish I could have been there, but I was busy playing Jam in Houston. I was busy giving them the business. I was teaching them how to play. So I think we might. So we got rid of Reggie. Theory is 38 power. Wilkins, he's a bit of a homer because he was a Packer, but he's only 50. Brown, Gilbert, nah. Gilbert is you're not gonna get rid of Gilbert Brown. No, sir. No, sir. Theory is a 38. He's gone. Wilkins is gone. Ellis is 44. Isn't terrible, but it's kind of expensive. George 56, absolutely. Montgomery 56. These guys are expensive. Yurkovich, he used to be a Packer. we'll see. 380. We still want to be able to make juicy plays. Had a blast. Probably a few too many brewskis. I mean, that's how it goes. They call it Brew City for a reason. And I got my Peronis right here. My Italiano. Good tourney mixed in the D2 and D1 in group play. Then separated for bracket. Like that for D2 players because they got to mix and mingle. Interesting. Yeah, I assumed it was just separated. But that's cool that they mixed it in. That's interesting. Ludio is he's always doing different things. I'm in his tough league, and he's always got some really interesting ideas. So we got Corey Raymond. He's kind of fast, but only a 38. Booth, only a 38. He could be a... Man, all these guys are trash. Trash jackets. Minifield. Yeah, we'll just go. Evans is only a 31. He's got his Super Bowl. 38. Yeah, it's probably worth it. So Teague, I'm kind of a homer for him because I remember him, even though he's only 38. Butler is a shoo-in. Pryor, I'm a bit of a homer for him. Burton, James Burton, 19 interceptions. Wow. Oh, we gotta go with safety. Buck. Vince Buck is a 38, 44 speed. No, I'm not tempted. Oh, there's another Pryor at stake. We could have Pryor. We could have Pryor brothers. I might have to do that. Double Pryor action. 38, 38. And Teague is 38, 38. So, Teague, you got your Super Bowl. We got double Pryor action. Okay. So this is Mike and Mark, I think. It's double Mike? Okay, that's a glitch. There's not two Mike Pryors. That can't be right. That can't be right. But we'll take it. So we still got 350 points. I kind of want Ty Detmer. Detmer was our original. Man, I kind of want Ty Detmer. Chalabay, shout out. Yeah, he's not. Chalabay's not even good. Respect. We're gonna do Ty Detmer. We're gonna bring Bennett back because none of these guys are even fast. 31. Dexter McNabb though. That's a cool name. Tillman 50. We need Tillman. We definitely need Tillman. Bam. 50 max speed. Levens, he's the golden boy. Even though he's 31. Sorry. Dorsey's so bad. A. Johnson. But these guys aren't good either. No, Tom. I went to the tournament. Yeah, I was there. It's actually I haven't posted the link yet, but if you go to Retro World Series on YouTube and then just go to the NBA Jam tournament, it was actually live streamed. I didn't realize that. But yeah, you can see my games on there. 4 of my 5 games were recorded. So you can go see those. But no, I missed my flight actually. I missed my original flight, but I rebooked and I got to the tournament. That would have been funny, though. So, I think we are going to do Timpson because he was a bear, and look at all these points I got. I still got 290 points. I got too many points. I don't know what to do with. Winters. Rutgers is the homer. So Eli only played NBA Jam on Super Nintendo, NBA Give and Go. NBA Give and Go is underrated, I will say. I'm not going to say it's one of the best basketball games on the system, but it's a top 10 basketball game on the system, and that's not, I'm not talking shade. It's just, you know, it's fun. It's fun. We had some fun playing that on Cosme during the pandemic years. So Simeon is 50, 38, 50. So I think we definitely 44, 30. So Bam, Bam. We definitely need Kane in here. Willis is 38, 44. Simmons, D, Strickland, Kuntz. Bam. We still got 200 points. Tom, you're gonna have to find out, man. You're gonna have to watch the videos and recognize. I'm not gonna spoil that for you. I wouldn't do that to you. Eli says the Japanese version has in-game commentary for NBA Give and Go. Interesting. That's Konami, right? I'm just kind of randomly thinking about that. Alright, how do we get these... How do we spend these points? Konami, nice. Konami, they don't do a lot of sports games in the 16-bit era, but... Buck is... yeah, Vince Buck. Okay, since one of these guys isn't real, I'm going to get rid of one of the priors. We're going to put in Buck. We still got... Oh, he already felt the recognition. Yeah, you and Dan, honestly, that was the real tournament. Real talk. You and Dan and me, that was a real tournament. That was some real competition. Like, that was really satisfying. We had a lot of really good games. That was it. I had to be dialed in for those games versus you and Dan. I really did. $160 points. How do I... You know, I might have to take Shalabay back. Just to blow these points. Only to blow... Yep. Detmer's gone. Shalabay is here. Shalabay is here. And we're just gonna... Oh, I gotta get another lineman. Defensive lineman. Okay. Just kidding. Shalabay, you're released again. So, Detmer. Okay. Wow. Okay. Need another D lineman, and then I think we're good. So we need 160. Montgomery, decent. Yeah, it's gonna be Montgomery. And yeah, can't get rid of Gilbert. That's just bad luck. Willis, Mike Jones, 44, 44, 38, 44. I almost want to bring Kuntz back at this point. man. May as well. May as well. All right. So we got our peeps. We got our peeps. And yes, we do what we can. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm trying to figure out how to get the knowledge to the people, cuz there were actually some very good players at the tournament in Houston, but two of the people I played didn't know how I was able to goaltend them while I was on fire. I was like, bro, I'm on fire. So, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to educate. Because those guys, like, they showed promise, but they just don't know all the ins and outs, you know? Alright, so Minnesota's our first thing. So let's make sure our team isn't jacked up. So it's gonna be a Dave Brown team. I mean, Tillman 50 max speed, it is what it is. Harris has that hitting power. He's got no receptions though. That's a travesty. And then Timpson. Yeah, like people think on fire just means you can make all your shots, but they don't always know that the defensive capabilities. They don't know that, like, you have infinite turbo. Not only can you goaltend, your block ability goes up. Like, I don't know exactly the math, but if you're like a 4 on blocks, it feels like you're like a 9 on block when you're on fire, you know? So people just don't know, you know, they have the fun memories and everything, but they just don't know. We'll go Brooks. And playbooks you can change in the game, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, without further ado. Alright, so we'll see how many of these we get to. So I think last season we went 15-0-1, or maybe it was 14-1-1. I think he was undefeated, but it wasn't a perfect season. So maybe we can get perfect this time around. It was pointed out to me by a viewer that the conditions in this game fluctuate pretty randomly after every quarter. So actually, Sean Jones Nation, Sorge represents. That's probably right. Raymond. I am going to. I'm gonna have Carrier at the second. Butler is kind of fast, so Butler is going to be the top cornerback. Carrier, second cornerback, I like that. Pryor, Walker, let's see if we can improve that. No. I like the safeties to have some hitting power so they don't just get blasted. Doesn't. Okay. This is why we needed a better safety. We'll put Buck back there, and we'll see how the conditions go. The conditions actually fluctuate pretty wildly in this game. In the NES version, it's a 25% chance that a condition will go up, and a 25% chance that it'll go down. But in this game, it's really random. So you really got to check. Honestly, especially on defense, because you want to know. You want to know if a really bad player is an excellent and then is an okay player. Okay. We're gonna try to. We're gonna call run. We're gonna go goal line 1. And actually, they're probably passing it because they got a. Oh dear. I tried to change. I tried to audible, but I wasn't able to. We're going to be kind of aggressive and call run. And we got Carrier and Butler out here. We're not too scared. We're going to do that one again. Okay. So we know it is a pass. I got to learn to play this game. There we go. There's Micah Parsons. Oh, does he have the ball? Did he get his scoop? Oh, Butler got the fumble recovery. Okay. All right. Well, that worked out well. Oh, they still have what? I thought I picked up the ball. Anyway. I'm going to call run again. So they're passing though. So so they audibled to a run. That worked in my favor. I don't know how to audible on defense. Like I can get halfway there. Do we get the block? No, but it's a shank. It's a shank. Robert Brooks. All right, so here's Dave Brown's Packers. Vikings thinking about an audible. Brown has a man deep, but is going to scramby.
First down.
Make sure we put these up, especially because in this game, you switch sides every period, so it's not necessarily the team on the left, it's who I am. Oh, that's fitting. The Packers played the Vikings today, so here we are. And another scram. We're going to do that one more time, because I bet they're going to call a run on defense.
Round 52.
I've been in my Tecmo After Dark League, I've been doing a lot of play action. So I think that's why I'm a little obsessed with that right now. All right, let's do a standard pass play. Except I'm going to audible to run because they're in dime. So there we go. That worked out good. Tillman. That's a good way to start the season for Lewis Tillman. 22 yards. All right. Okay. And like I said, I got to practice what I preach. Brown is in bad. Detmer in bad. We got a double bad situation. Tillman, Harris, excellent. So he's 44-69. He's 44-38. So we're probably going to go LaShawn. Yeah, because Harris... Yeah, there's a lot of subbing because it really matters. So 44-56. Whoa, this guy's fast. Holy crap. Timpson is fast. He was kind of expensive in free agency, so that makes sense. I'm going to go play action again. Okay. And yeah, play action's pretty money. I even beefed up my offensive line a little bit. So that's good. All right, Packers' first touchdown of the season. So we'll see what they can do on defense. Ismael. I always get Rahib and Quadri mixed up, but I think that is Rahib. We're going to go goal line and pick a run. And we are going to do that and play action. But Carrier's there! Carrier. That was fun. We're going to go goal line again. Pick A and up. Ooh, yeah. I'm not as familiar at defensive savviness in this version of the game, but that felt good. Okay, so I do not have Tecmo Super Bowl 2. I've seen it around, but it's usually pretty. It's at least $50 usually. And that's just like not quite in the budget. Chris Zorich. But Tecmo Super Bowl 2 intrigues me because it's kind of an outlier. Like Tecmo Super Bowl 1, there's a graphical update, but it is very much 16-bit. But it looks comparable. And then Tecmo Super Bowl 3, there's a whole nother engine. And of course you got the creative player and everything. Tecmo Super Bowl 2 is kind of a weird middle. And there's the things with the defensive lineman tipping the ball and the interceptions. It's just kind of weird. Ingram. Dave Brown throws him open. Oh man, so satisfying, that play action. Do you have Tecmo Super Bowl 2, Tom? Okay. I really didn't know what to do on that. They were in normal, so I assumed that they picked a run play, but I was wrong. So I'm going back to play action. Okay. I was hoping to do a little spinorama. Didn't happen. We're going to go red gun. You have it on Genesis? Okay. So we can do. We're playing for the field goal right now, honestly. Harris. Oh. I was about to do a juke. And it didn't happen. maybe I should have waited a little longer, but all right. May as well practice field goals. Dang. I guess we did need Stover. Someone was asking for Stover earlier. Man. Okay. Well, we're back on defense. And I think I called a run. Yeah. What's up, Max Cornelius? How's it going? We are playing some Tecmo Super Bowl 3 on Super Nintendo. Running back a season, we won the Super Bowl with the Packers a couple months ago. Did a season, and it's a very limited franchise mode where you can try to win 3 Super Bowls in a row. And so we're starting a second season. I was inspired to create a player, a Micah Parsons character. So that's what I'm doing. But also doing the other free agent thing. We got rid of some OG Packers, picked up some random guys. Honestly, the main pickup was Mark Carrier is a safety I have on my team now. So he's very, very good. That just gives me another great guy in my secondary. All right. I am going to do the red gun and try to hit. Gonna try to hit Timpson in the tight end position. So we'll see if they call my play. They do not. I'm chucking up to Timpson. This looks decent. Oh, well, it's wide open, so that helps. So, this is the first game of the season. The AI isn't very good yet. So sometimes they'll be wide open, but later in the season, those plays are much more buttoned up. All right, so that was a good, quick defensive stand to get the ball back. Only gave up 11 total yards, not bad. I think we get the ball back. A couple touchdowns and a missed field goal so far for the Packers. The conditions change quite a bit, so you got to really check everybody. So Detmer's good. I want to get some stats with Brown. He is our leader. Oh yeah. 11. See, I'm just changing my whole backfield. Timpson is a very good receiver. Probably a top 10 in the league, honestly. 63. Yeah, 14-0 at half, not bad. You know, they're short. They're short halves. I was a little lucky getting the ball late, but it is what it is. Brooks. Ooh, love me some Robert Brooks. Uncle Jimmy. You want to? Uncle Jimmy. 100 receptions. We got to get him the ball. Oh, boy. We got to get Uncle Jimmy the ball. 100 on receptions. Oh, man. slow as heck, but oh, he didn't jump for it, and that was almost a pick. All right, change the strategy. So nobody's good at catching. So we still want Uncle Jimmy in there, but because he's slow, we're gonna put him at fullback. We're gonna go back to the play action play. Just kind of feels like money. All right, they're in a nickel defense. We're gonna audible it. And, oh. Oh man. So we're going to take this play out because when we audible from the play action, I don't want it to be a dive. Like, it's funny, but shotgun sweep? That would be hilarious. Yeah, I want it to be the same formation. I want it to be subtle. Okay. But we're going to do the be up play. Tillman snatches it. We get out of bounds. We don't want to fumble. There we go. Dave Brown. Actually thought that was going to be Uncle Jimmy. I thought that was a running back 2 go route. But it was not. Okay. You're giving a wide open Timpson. Slam. I predict Timpson will make the Pro Bowl. I predict it. .63 max speed, 63 reception. In my Tecmo Super Bowl online league called TAD, Tecmo After Dark, all the players are from the 1970 NFL season, and I had we do a draft of all the players in the league at that time. Every season we do a fresh draft of all the players. Oh, Ismail. And I had the 5th overall pick. I picked Gary Garrison. And his 63 max speed, 63 reception, just like Timpson. So, anyway, we're going to stick with the goal line, and we're going to call a run play, and we're just going to try to shut down that run defense. All right. We're going to run that back. 2nd down, calling a run. All right. There we go. Same thing. Goal line, calling a run. All right. Now but then they okay. I knew it was a run. I knew it was a pass, so when they audibled, I knew it was a run. You can only audible from run to pass or pass to run. You can't audible from a run to another run. So anyway, it's just good to know. I keep trying to bump Parsons free, but it's not meant to be. I just called a fair catch. I didn't even feel like trying to return that. Yeah, we're going to start with the play action. All right, they're in dime, so I'm calling an audible right up the gut. Uncle Jimmy. Oh, I can't believe we ran the ball with Uncle Jimmy. All right, going back to play action. And audible again. Uncle Jimmy! Uncle Jimmy, 1st down. Let's go! We're going back to play action because they can't stop it. Audible again. Alright. A little bit boring, but I wanted to take what they were giving me. Alright. New quarter. Whoo! Excellent Brown. Alright. Tillman and bad. Jimmy and bad. Alright, what are our options? We got a good Harris. Levin's is good as well, but we might need him at tight end. Sean Johnson. Chimura, excellent. Okay. Timpson. Wow. We got to get Timpson involved. I don't really even need to check everybody else. All right. Timpson and excellent. We got to get him the ball. So you always had a hard time trying to do audibles mostly on defense. Yeah, I haven't been able to do one yet on defense. I've tried many times. JJ, yeah. Ooh, Timpson. I wanted to do it many times, and I think it's a 2-button command, and I'm not getting the command right. I could look it up, but I'm being a little stubborn. I wanna figure it out. I'm pretty sure I've done it before, but I don't know. Yeah. I'm going to try to do it. I'm up by 28. I'm going to try to do it just to figure it out. Ismael. Right. Still haven't figured it out. Okay, we did it there. Maybe you just gotta do it really fast. I pressed, oh, it cuts across. Okay. There you go, Robert Smith. There you go. Now I'm trying to think of a, The Cure song. Can't think of one off the top of my head. They got a song with the band Churches that I listen to a lot. Right. Okay. So you press X. You press X and then you press A and the direction. So I think we got that figured out. Except it didn't work that time. Oh, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky. I tried to audible to run defense. They audibled, but it was to a play action. Very sneaky. Very sneaky. Alright, I'm actually going to use Parsons because I bet they're running it. Oh, not with a dive play. Really? Down by 28 with a dive play. Oh man, that guy was so open down below. So open. But I think I'm actually going to do that same thing. I'm just going to... Yeah, they got some yards. I don't know. Maybe I should be going for a record on defense. I don't feel like stressing about it too much.
Blue 43.
I feel like that should have been picked. I had a couple dudes there.
Red 24.
All right, well that's the game. Hold them to 71 total yards. What's up, Gaming Trucker? How's it going? We're playing a little Tecmo, running back another season. Tecmo Super Bowl 3 with the Packers. We still got Micah Parsons. We've dumped off a couple free agents. Brett Favre, Reggie White. We upgraded the rest of our roster. We're up to a 28-0 win. Dave Brown now leading the team. Timpson was a big pickup as a receiver. Tillman as a running back. Oh, Steve Walsh won MVP. Yeah, I mean, if he's got decent ratings and he's got some weapons around him, you know. Packers yet to pick up a interception. Parsons with no attributes, so he doesn't get a bump. So Tom, we're going to give more accuracy. Man, Tom might win MVP with those attributes. Lumberjack crack. He's got to get max speed. Wait a second. He's got he's got 2 bumps. We'll give him max speed. Legend DPS. We'll give him running speed. Man, the Bears might be just crushing the league at this point. Running speed, Rogue Gamer with an 81 reception rating. Uncle Jimmy. We're going to give him max speed. He might be a Pinball ISIS. Rushing power. Okay, and our schedule is Detroit basketball. All right, so Eli wants to try NFL 2K2 for Dreamcast. Yeah, Dreamcast has sneaky good sports games. They're just solid. They're well done. You know, 2K5, all of that stuff, or ESPN. Dreamcast and PS2. And Gaming Trucker likes the NCAA Breaker series. I'm not familiar with that one. I'll have to look that up. Dorich was doing things. Dorich and excellent. That's gonna be a factor, but it's only for 1 quarter. All right, so I like Butler up here, and I like Carrier down there, and then safeties, definitely Walker. Really, it's all about whoever's got the best conditions. Probably Buck. So Cornelius says, did a season with the Bengals, Tecmo Super Bowl 2 and Genesis, lost in the wild card round to the Oilers by 2. Yeah, I bet the Oilers are pretty tough in that game. They probably still got Warren Moon. Well, maybe not. But they're still probably pretty challenging. Bengals probably not terribly good. I don't even know who their quarterback would be. Maybe Jeff Blake? I think Boomer Esiason had moved on by that point. I might have to just do goal line, call, run. Just, okay. But now they're doing, okay, so now I'm going dime. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Oh, Herman Moore. Good catch. Okay. Good play, computer. Good play. I gotta find a way to... Maybe I gotta go around the tackle. I'm trying to, like, stunt the guy free. All right, with the quick one. That's okay. I'll let them do that. Really, I'm just trying to make them not run all over me with Barry Sanders. Because Barry's maybe the best player in the game. It's pretty ridiculous. So they probably audibled to a pass. There, see, that's what I'm saying. The Lions gonna lion at a certain point. So there was also World Series Baseball 2K2 on Dreamcast and original Xbox. Nice. I'll definitely try to pick that up at some point. There aren't a lot of Dreamcast sports games at all, unfortunately. Oh, so they counter my audible. I see you, Lions. I see you. Parsons! Oh, almost gets the sack. Almost gets the sack. We're sticking with goal line. We're calling a run play. And we will see what happens. They call a pass. He's come. Oh, Mark Carrier. Mark Carrier with the big pick. Mark Carrier with the big pick for the Packers. David Klinger, that's right. Yeah, he was bad. Yeah. So in Tecmo Super Bowl 2, can you trade players, do free agency? I forget. All right. Bad luck when they call your play like that. Honestly, I gotta go to red gun now. 2nd and 18. I gotta get like 10 yards on this play. Ah, bad choice. I thought he was open. He wasn't. I gotta go red gun again. Chmura. Ooh, dives and catches it. We're just getting out of bounds. Honestly, Chmura does not seem like he's in excellent condition. But he is, though. Is what it is. We're going back to the play action. Okay, you can trade, not free agents. Okay. Up to Robert Brooks. He lofts it like a rainbow. Touchdown. Yeah, I gotta get my hands on Tecmo Super Bowl 2. It's been a long time since I played it. It's kind of an outlier in the Tecmo series. Although Tecmo Super Bowl PlayStation is even more of an outlier. PS1. I think it's pretty cool, but it doesn't get a lot of love. Eli says the original Xbox version of World Series Best 2K2 came out a bit later. It had a different soundtrack than the Anaheim Angels logo and jerseys. That's always fun when they have the updated logos and such. Oh, Butler is there to knock it away. There we go. Lions trying to pass. They're trying to do it.
Blue 48.
All right.
Hut.
Pass again. Oh, he caught it. A covered catch. That can't be Eddie Brown, is it? Or Tim Brown on the Lions. Okay. I mean, it was a covered catch. I'll give him that. I do need to check my my bros though. Good Jones, average Zorich. Zorich is going to get a lot of play with that 56 hit power. Oh, Montgomery. Okay, we're going to get weird with it. We're going to put Parsons in the middle, Montgomery as the end, and if Kuntz is an average. Strickland. Really, we're just going by conditions. Simmons. All right. Yes. I'd rather have okay. Rather have more than 19 hit power as a safety, but you know, Pryor. All right. I'm still gonna call run though. I'm fearing Barry Sanders. He's one of the best to ever do it. Okay, but now they're doing that. So now I'm gonna try to. Okay, that didn't work out like I wanted it to be. I wanted to be Montgomery and trying to stunt for Parsons. I like that I like that the computer audibles a lot, because it gives you. Oh, look at Barry just spinning through a few tackles. Man, Barry is just delicious in this game. All right, 3rd and 6. Like even when it's being grappled, I'm still afraid. All right, they're punting it away. Let's see if I can. Didn't do that right. Gonna try to stunt Parsons. Didn't want to fumble it. Okay. Honestly, we're gonna go play action. This could bite me in the buns, but I don't think they're gonna call it, and they don't. Thought I could juke them, but I couldn't. All right, we're going red gun, the old standby.
Blue 43.
Dave Brown with a little scramble action. We're going back to the red gun. Okay, so they got a normal defense. Someone's going to be open. Ooh, Levins is open, but he can't bring it down. We're going back to the play action. So Eli calls in the Angels of Anaheim because that's what he grew up calling them. Makes sense? Hey, bro! Ooh, someone got hurt. And that's why I should have either dove with my quarterback or gotten out of bounds, because players are getting hurt all the time. Well, maybe like one a game. On offense, it's usually whoever had the ball. On defense, it's kind of random. I'm going to go back to play action. I don't think they're going to call play action on 3rd and short. And they don't. Alright. We're going to do that. Not too sexy, but it gets the job done. We're gonna go back to red gun.
Ready, set, hut.
Oh, Chimera goes. Oh, I picked off. I got nervous when I saw that it was underthrown like that. I probably should have waited, but I thought he was open. So we're doing goal line, Barry, and that's too bad. That is Dave Brown's first interception of the year. That'll hurt his rating a little bit.
Ready.
Alright, so, okay, they audible, though, so that means they're probably running it now. And they aren't. Scramble. Alright, they run out of time, so defense did what they needed to do. What's up, VReal1183? Yeah, doing another live stream. I'm glad it's your favorite game franchise. Usually we do the NES version, of course, or at least traditionally we have many Tecmo Super Bowl NES streams. I like to give the 16-bit games love. Tecmo Super Bowl 1's really good. This one's really fun because you have kind of like the limited franchise mode. So I'm doing the Packers. And, you know, we won the Super Bowl about a month ago when I did a series. That was fun, but I dumped off Brett Favre and Reggie White because they were worth a lot of free agency points. We upgraded things. Yeah, black and blue type of game. Really, it was that interception that I threw that kind of hurt us. We got to check our conditions every single quarter because they fluctuate so much. So Tillman is in good. Timpson is a very good receiver. That's nice. We'll check Ingram just to see what's going on. Wait, what was Ingram? 44, 56. Okay, so Chimera, but it's only 31 reception. That's what sucks so bad. So Harris is 25. That's what's tough. But you know what? This is what I did. This is what I did last time, and it makes total sense. Basically, I put my tight end not at the tight end. I put an actual receiver at the tight end, so that when I do the red gun, the guy up top is a receiver, not the tight end. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Oh dear. I saw him coming, kind of panicked, but alright, we're going to do B right. We're going to see if we can get somebody open. Thought someone was going to be open. They weren't. Alright. We are going to put our best guy at the tight end position, and we shall see what happens here.
Blue 43, blue 43.
All right, they called my play. Not much I could do about that, so we're gonna punt it. Yeah, Eli was saying, Angel. Dang it. I let it go 3 cycles so that I would make sure to not botch the punt, and I still botched it. But anyway, originally in LA at the Coliseum, changed the name to the California Angels. Yeah, the retro games I remember playing, like RBI Baseball, they're California Angels. All right, so we're gonna go back to goal line and calling a run. Just kind of respecting Barry like that. Oh. But I do need to check my conditions. They fluctuate quite a bit. Sean Jones is a beast. Parsons. I think I'm actually going to take him out because I don't want him to get hurt. Even though this is like a very much a Parsons. Oh dear. Like concept of a season. Alright, so Simmons needs to come in. I'm just going to assume Kuntz. But I got to check Kuntz. Okay, Kuntz isn't bad. Alright. Butler. Ooh. Oh. Boy. Carrier and bad, but he's still got attribute. Raymond we got to take out for sure. Walker, Swan, Buck. So basically whoever's the least bad. Okay. So they're already in the red zone. Probably passing it. Yes. Oh no. And that's why we call run 3rd and 7. Oh! I feel like I played that as well as I could have. Mitchell put it on the money to Morton. I dove and he got in. Almost stopped him, but I didn't. Alright, let's see. We will try to block this. Oh, we got a chance. Oh, but he got it up. So, Be Real saying, what do you think of the graphics on this version compared to the NES version? I mean, graphics are better. The sprites are clear. It really comes down to the gameplay. Some people don't like that like there's not as much breakaway speed in this version. Like Barry Sanders on the computer is pretty devastating. But that's because the computer gets a little bit of a boost, especially if you win several games as a user. Like, if you're several games over 500 in the season, the computer attributes go up. But it's not breakaway speed like you have in the NES version. So some people, it's more of a preference thing. But for visuals, it's, you know, it's clear graphics, it's better. But yeah, overall, honestly, I would just say it's a preference thing. Oh, Madden 05 alternate history. Nice. Jags in Toronto, Texans, Mexico City. Oh man. So I audibled and they countered audibled. It happens. That'd be fun. Mexico City. One thing about this version is, and honestly it might be being on HD TV, but there is a little bit of a delay sometimes between passing, and it has led to a lot of sacks for me. I'm used to, in the NES version, kind of the quick trigger, getting rid of it. And that's just not the case. I am going to put in Detmer. It's a tie game. Okay, Brooks, Chimura. All right. So we are going to launch it to Brooks. Fourth quarter, only 7-7. I tried to evade him. Thankfully, that wasn't a safety. But Yeah, now we got to find a way to stop the Lions and Barry. Oh. Shanked it again. Trying to make sure that I, oh dear. So now I got to hold him to a field goal. I got to call, what's it called?
First down.
Yeah, now I got to be smart. Touchdown wouldn't kill me. Brown, Zorich. Butler was an excellent, now is in bad. So Carrier is an excellent, that's something to be aware of. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna put him up there for some reason. I don't know why that feels good. And we're gonna call run again. So Mexico City Aztecs. Absolutely. Ooh. So even though I called goal line and run, they ran it up the middle. And I was the safety coming into the box. They still get it. Barry Sanders, pretty vicious. Block would be huge. Oh, but we don't get it. All right, so now we're playing for overtime. All right, we gotta think of how to do this. 2 minutes is plenty of time, thankfully. Deion Sanders is a wide receiver. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Too bad I didn't run that one back. That would have been sweet. It would have made it more possible that I would get the win instead of overtime. Oh dear. That better go out of bounds. It doesn't. Oh man. Okay. His first play, he fumbles it. Okay. I knew I should have got out of bounds. I also knew I should have dove. But, you know, like I said, the commands sometimes aren't quick enough. So now I'm going to try to block a field goal. All right, now it's all about blocking this field goal or running it back with Robert Brooks and getting the onside kick. Oh, they were punting it. Okay. Well, they gave me another chance. Alright, well that makes things easier when they don't guard the guy. I tapped the B button to kind of give it some loft. It's tempting to go for 2, but... Hey, what's up, Richie? How's it going? Hope you're doing good. I don't think the Cowboys got a win, did they? Sorry about that. I think they were playing the Eagles, right? Eagles looking pretty good. But, you know, was watching some football today. Got excited to play some more Tecmo. Oh, they won. Congrats. That's big. Because Cowboys need those wins. They're kind of like hovering around 500 is from what I remember. Alright, Ron Hall gets it. But that's overtime, and this is 1994 or whatever rules. 95. So first it's sudden death. Whoever scores wins. Go Giants, says Eli. Yeah, the Giants almost pulled it off against the Lions, which, you know, as a Packers fan, that's pretty exciting. Man, it'll be a showdown. Packers Lions on Thanksgiving. I'm pretty geeked up about it now that I'm thinking about it. Timpson, Chimura, Brooks. I don't know if they change conditions from fourth quarter to overtime. They don't in the NES version. But we're going to go safe. We're going red gun. Oh, no. I thought he was going to guard the running back. All right, I'm going to go red gun again. All right, looked like nobody was on him. Robert Brooks. Oh, jump in the stands. Jump, jump, jump. Oh, yeah, sorry I couldn't make it. I didn't realize you were there. Were you playing in Division 2? Yeah, I was actually in Houston. I would have loved to go to Milwaukee, but I went to Houston to play in an NBA Jam tournament. I've been trying to do more of those. The Houston Arcade Expo, the Retro World Series, they do a bunch of tournaments. I actually played in a Smash Brothers N64 tournament as well. I'm not very good, but I got past the first round. But yeah, so unfortunately, you know, I wanted to go to that. I've been trying to do more Jam tournaments. It was the same weekend, but it would have been fun to hang out. You know, hopefully I'll be able to make it up to Tundra Bowl. If you'll be able to make it to that one. But yeah, they leave Robert Brooks wide open, so the Packers get the big tud. Had to come from behind. Had to stop them in the fourth quarter. It was looking a little dicey there at the end. But I think I'm learning that I need to I'm not able to buy time with my quarterback. I just need to, like, thank you. Yeah, thankfully Brooks was wide open. That helps. Later in the season, they're not going to be open like that. But they got a lot. They got 6 sacks. The one interception was big. So, yeah, I haven't really tried to run it much. So, yeah. Parsons still doesn't get any goodies. Oh, well. Actually, let's see what want to make it the Tom Stack Bowl? Yeah. When is that one? Well, it was recently, right? On December 1st? I think it was December 1st with Tom Stack. Or, not December 1st. Because that means it's coming up. I think I meant November 1st. Already had it this year. Yeah, November 1st. That's right. my next game is Dallas. All right. Yeah, I like Beef Juice a lot. He's in my my TAD league, Tecmo After Dark. He's great. So would love to go to his tournament. It just didn't work out. I've been working on my my thesis for grad school, which is why I haven't streamed in a couple months. I've just been hitting that pretty hard. But I should be done with that soon. So but yeah, congrats on getting pretty far in Division 2. I mean, even Division 2 is pretty difficult. There are just so many good players nowadays. Let's see. May as well check how our guys are doing so we can make subs now instead of the first quarter. So I know Detmer is doing good. We have to go with the good quarterback. It is what it is. I would love Brown to get MVP, but I can't be too... I don't know. I can't be too cute about that. Uncle Jimmy! Okay, Chimera. But we are still going to put Brooks at tight end so that he can be the guy on the red gun, because we need that. We're still gonna have Parsons in there because I mean this is a freaking Parsons odyssey. Simmons is good. Kane is not, but neither is Kuhn. It's an excellent. All right, these guys are all out of order. Raymond, it's probably gonna be Raymond. Ooh, and Swan. All right, so all right, Hank posts all the hell yeah, South Dakota in February. Which one is that? That's not Burning Mort, is it? I didn't realize that they were having a South Dakota one recently. That'd be fun to have a reason to go to South Dakota. I haven't been there since junior high, I think. Went out to the Badlands and Mount Rushmore, all of that. Brooks, he is a good returner. Oh, but he fumbles it! Big fumble by Brooks! Oh no, look how I pick it up! I was talking to him about him being a good returner. And he fumbles it, but I don't know. He's really fast. I don't feel bad about that. Ooh, big run defense. We're gonna do that again. Goal line. Goal line. Boom. We're gonna do goal line again. Oh, Hank put it on. Interesting. Oh, the diver. And they're going for it. Alright, I'm going to pick the diver play. I have to. I got to pick the diver play. Okay. Yeah, the goal line stand. Let's go. I had to pick the diver. Because if you... Oh, a cat sleeping in your chair. That's cute. I wish I had a cat. I was hanging out at a bar today. And a couple ladies had their dog there. And it was super cute. I don't know. Pets for the win. Goal line stand, absolutely. Alright, we're going back to the play action. And here's our boy, Chimera. Oh, and he breaks a tackle. Oh, Chimera. Oh, man. That was a big play. If Chimera's not an excellent, I don't think he catches that. And then, because of the hit power, he just blasts the guy. Chimera! Oh, Detmer gets the pass on it, Chimera for the touchdown. Let's go. Oop, bad kick, but it's still in. What a catch. Yeah. Jumped up and caught it. Thankfully, it wasn't a super high INT. Well, maybe it was, honestly. When I played last season in the playoffs, I beat the Cowboys pretty good, but their defender, I think it was Woodson, he was a defensive player of the year, and he got a pick six on me. So I don't know, but probably wasn't him. Second quarter though means we need to see how everyone's feeling. Jones good, Zorich bad, Parsons still in bad. You hate to see it. No love. We're going to go Gilbert. Fan favorite. Strickland Kane. Kane's bad. Simeon. Alright. Butler, excellent. Oh, love that. And Carrier and good. That's all I need. Everyone's feeling okay, basically. 44, 13, 38. 44, 25, 38. 38, 19, 50. Okay. That's as good as we're going to. 24-point comeback. They were down by 20. Yeah. I was like, I remember down 21-0, and I was like, this might be over it. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't watch it. I was like, this might be over, but then the Eagles, then the Cowboys scored, the Eagles didn't. Cowboys scored again, the Eagles didn't. Boom. So yeah, Cowboys are decent. I feel like they've always been like that. Oh, Irvin with a diver. So they're gonna get that sometimes. I'll give them that. Okay. See, they see me calling goal line stand, and then they start Alright. If they do a pro set, I will audible. Alright.
Round 52. Round 52.
Ah, look at him. Look at them with the counter audible. Micah Parsons! Oh, Novacek with the diver. There, not much I can do about the diver. I'm not gonna complain about that. Boom, Packers with the defense. 2nd and 13, you love that. All right. All right. If it's a pro set, I will. Okay. Boom, that's what we do. All right. Ooh. Daryl Johnson, the fullback. He was a good fullback, but not quite fast enough. Would lead. Oh, with the fake! Aikman trying to field goal fake it. Ah. So Eli would love to see what NFL expanded Toronto, Portland, St. Louis, Montreal. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. They don't seem super intent on a Canadian team. It's almost like they seem more intent on a European team, which is interesting. You feel like Canadian would be easier. I don't know if they don't want to step on the CFL's toes or what, but they seem to make it, and they had a game in Brazil. 38 team, interesting. Tillman. Harris. I feel like 36 might be before 38. 19 teams in a conference, that seems like kind of an odd number. Alright, we got some boys now. We got some boys. Okay, I'm actually going to change. I'm going to go Tillman, fullback. Yeah, realign AFC and NFC, but if there's a 38-team NFL, then it's 19 and 19. And I just don't think an odd number works like that. 18, you could do, 3 divisions of 6 teams in each conference. Although the 4 each works really well. Dang, I gotta change the, I gotta change that audible. Gotta change that play. Playbook. Yeah, gotta change this play to like a legitimate run play. So we got the Tillman. Okay.
Ready, set,
Tillman. Ah. Maybe I should have button bashed more, but if he had broken one tackle, that could have been a good run. Whew. Barely gets it. Dallas, NFC West. Interesting, because they've always been in the East, despite them being in the South, essentially. Oh, bad pass. Oh, I'm not surprised that was picked off. That was a really bad pass. Not by me. Darren Woodson, he was the... But end of the half, I didn't even realize it was the end of the half. That was my bad. Man, interception for Ty Detmer. That's going to hurt his rating. That's too bad. Oof. Haynes. We got to check our boys because they fluctuate so much. So Jones isn't bad, but he's still 56. Brown, though, that's a problem. Montgomery. Yeah. Unfortunately, we have to we got to take out Parsons. Man, it is wild how much the conditions change. And what conference is Packers in? They're in the NFC North. So they you know, when the NFL realigned in 2002 or whatever, instead of Central, each conference got North and South. So the NFC North is the old NFC Central, but minus the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers used to be in the NFC Central, even though Tampa Bay's not really in the Central, but that's where they were. It makes sense that Tampa Bay's in the South. But it's just kind of fun that the Packers, even though they're in the North instead of the Central, they're still in the same division as the Bears, Lions, and Vikings. So that kind of kept that, like, those rivalries, especially the Bears they've been rivals with for forever. But yeah, man, the Packers have owned the NFC North. Not necessarily the last 5 years, but they've gotten, you know, thanks to Aaron Rodgers, more than half of the titles. I don't think Jordan Love has won one yet, because the Lions won last year. The Lions won the last two. No. Lions last year and the Vikings the year before, I think. So he's still trying to win his first division, so that's pretty exciting. Okay. Raymond. Okay. We got to do that. That's what we got to do. And we're still going to call goal line. We're going to still do that. That seems to be our best bet. Ooh. John Yarkovich. Yeah, Patriots are it's kind of fun to see the Patriots good again. Not that I like the Patriots. Like, I would be fine with them never winning another playoff game ever. But yeah, it's fun to see them relevant again. You know, like the Bills have owned that division the last 5 years. It's fun. Oh, and Smith with one cut. Oh, and the juke for another 20 yards. Yeah, even though I called run, Smith getting the big play. Cowboys trying to make it happen. Ooh, covered catch to Irvin. I think that's the move, though. But if it's pro, okay.
Blue 43. Blue 43.
Pro set, I'm going to dime. Okay. Toronto would be NFC Central. Okay.
Set. Ready. Hut. Hut. Hut.
Ah. I don't like how the drones, the defenders sometimes run away from the guy and then back. I don't know what that's all about, but anyway.
Red 42.
Probably a run up or down, called play. Oh!
Touchdown.
Great play by Smith. Even on a called play, he gets in. Smith not quite as dominant as Barry Sanders, but still very fast. And, good drive by the Cowboys. They had me guessing. It started with that big sack to start the drive, but, I was fearing the run so much that kept calling run. And they kept passing. And yeah, 7 up. Alright, we're going to go play action.
Round 52. Round 52. Hut.
We're going out of bounds. So thankfully they didn't jump and deflect that. I would not have been shocked if they had. So is Brown really the better? So he's good. Okay. Yeah, Brown's the guy. Montreal, AFC North. Do those cities have CFL teams though? Oh, bad play. Bad play.
Round 52. Hut. Red 42. Red 42.
Oh. All right. Okay. Packers run for a first down. How about that? My run game has not been reliable so far.
Round 52. Round 52.
Tillman. 7 up. Man, it's been a lot of close games. I guess that's more exciting if they're close. Now Brown and bad. And Ty's an excellent. Now we got a real quarterback. Harris Tillman. 11. Timpson Chamura. Brooks. All right. So we got the conditions. That's nice.
Round 52.
Okay, so they were in nickel or dime, but they still called run. So that was interesting.
Red 24.
All right, the audible to goal line. Ooh, barely get it off, but there's a man there. Oh, hoo, hoo, hoo. All right, we are going to be ballsy, and we're going to go red gun. That's what we're going to do.
Blue 48. Blue 48.
Ah, ha, ha. Ah. Ballsy did not work. Oh, man.
Blue 48.
Yep, I gotta call it again. Yep.
Round 52. Round 52. What?
Alright. I think I might have called a timeout. Maybe not. 3rd and 14. I'm still going to do goal line. And I'm still going to call the Smith offset rundown. Yeah.
Red 24. What?
Yep. Almost got me the safety. I had to do that. That felt like it was the most dangerous play. And we might block this. We might block this for the win. Zorich. Ooh, can he get the block? Oh, no. All right. Already in field goal range. All right. I am going to... These dive plays... What? Yeah, these dive plays don't do me any good. Be strong. Fullback. Okay. So, St. Louis, NFC West, Mexico City, AFC West. Okay. I had to eat that one. I just dove. Dang it. I meant to call run and then audible to pass. Harris. Harris, wide open. All right. Now we're calling run up the gut. And we could audible to pass. But we're not. We're running it. Oh, but they call it. Okay. And now we're calling run, and we might audible to pass. Wow. Keep calling run. All right. Now we're calling red gun. Are they going to call our play 3 times in a row?
Blue 48. Blue 48.
All right. Now we got to make a field goal for the win. I thought that was perfect, honestly. Real talk. I thought that was perfect. But all right. Missed the field goal, likely going to be overtime. Another overtime game. Only 7 up. Mexico City, I like South, but so you're thinking about bringing the Central back, but first you got to say what the divisions are called, you know? Like you got to decide how many divisions are in each conference, and then what you're going to call them. Wow, why would I kick it? Okay. Because I like the idea of Central, especially for like St. Louis, but there's something about North, South, East, West that just seems so definitive, even though Dallas doesn't really make sense in the East. They were in the East before the realignment, so they have long rivalries with the Giants, Philadelphia, and Washington. Like, they've been in the same division for like 50 years, so that makes sense, you know? There's something about North, South, East, West that that just kind of makes sense to me. I feel like the South in the AFC and the NFC are kind of the like, it's not the stepchild, but like, I don't know. Like the AFC North used to be the AFC Central, pretty much. The NFC North used to be the NFC Central, pretty much. The NFC East is still the NFC East. The AFC East is still the AFC East. The AFC West is still the AFC West. The NFC West is still the NFC West. So it's really the South that is different. So I don't know. That's just kind of funny. But other than that, like, it just makes sense to me, the cardinal directions, north, south, east, west. Like, when the NBA says, like, Pacific, Midwest, Mountain, all this stuff, or hockey, like, that just doesn't quite, like, make as much sense to me. But, you know, whatever.
Blue 48, blue 48. Hut. Ready.
Yeah, everyone was covered. Wasn't feeling it.
Set. Ready. Hut, hut, hut. Blue. Quarterback.
They got to be ready with the hot routes. Ooh, looks like we got injured quarterback. So that's another reason you got to be ready with the hot routes, because your quarterback might get injured. Now we got to go red gun, the old standby.
Blue 43. Hut, hut, hut.
Ooh, the covered catch. Robert Brooks. Ooh, Dave Brown comes in and slings it.
Blue 43. Blue 43. Hut, hut.
Oh, we're audibling to play action. And that's going to be the dagger, the touchdown. Oh, off throw, throws off the Chamura. It's still a touchdown. Yeah, that was the play of the game there. I had to chuck it. It was 3rd and long. You know, either an arm punt or a, you know, either an arm punt or a completion. And he completed it. And that was kind of the game because, well, I was in field goal range, even though I missed the last field goal. That was a debacle. But yeah, I guess we'll do one more tonight. It's fun to get the 4 games in. Brown and Detmer both doing work depending on who had a better condition. Rushing is really difficult. Even if Tillman's like a 56 max speed. Chamura from the wide receiver 2 position getting in there. Yurkovich with the big sack. Woodson interception. Ooh, Pittsburgh. Parsons struggling with the attributes. Man, that's so funny that he's getting attributes even though he has no... Why are they even giving him the ball? But I guess if he's a starter, they're going to give him the ball. Mortimer. Pinball Isis. He's going to be a Pro Bowler for sure. AFC and NFC Pacific. AFC and NFC Rocky Mountain, Great Lake, South. That's cool. So, okay. So no East, no Atlantic. This is the last one. Steelers. I feel like the Steelers are pretty good, but I took care of them pretty well. South, AFC, and NFC Atlantic. Okay. Bad. No good, literally. No, we gotta do what we always do. Alright, Delcy, NFC Rocky Mountain. Yeah. I like the ideas, I like the creativity, but there's a lot of rebranding that goes into that, you know? Like Dallas, the Cowboys are one of the biggest brands in all of sports. Not just the NFL, you know? So there's something that the NFL appreciates about the continuity of them being in the East. And then being with the Giants, with Washington, with the Eagles, you know? Like putting them in a different division, especially one that's geographically different than what they actually are, would it would be a big change in branding. A storied rivalry, yeah. Okay.
Red 42, red 42.
All right. We're still going to try to stop their run game. That is the name of the game.
Red 24. Red.
And we're still going to call run. That's what we're going to do. They only have a pro set playbook with one shotgun play, so they don't have many. Okay, so I'm gonna go dime here. Okay. Thought maybe they were audibling to pass, but they didn't. Oh, I thought maybe that one was blocked for sure. At least they were smart enough to put Green Bay in their white jerseys. That would be hella confusing. Yeah. In original Tecmo, you know, in NES, this is one of my favorite matchups, Packers-Steelers. Even though most people would say it's a mismatch because they think that the Steelers are better, a lot better. The Packers in NES, they have their white jerseys, which is rare. They only do that in 5 matchups. They do that versus the Steelers, the Saints, the Jets, the Colts, and maybe one other match. It might be like it might be the Falcons. I don't think it is though. Actually, I'm going to look it up because I'm talking about it. I have a spreadsheet. Tecmo jerseys, it's called. All right, the Packers. Oh, okay. It's only 4 teams. Colts, Jets, Steelers, Saints. That's the only time the Packers wear white and yellow in original Tecmo. Otherwise, it's always green, yellow. But in Super Nintendo, I guess, you know, they get a little more creative. All right. We're going to pretend to run the ball. All right, but they're in normal defense, so we're going to audible to pass. We're going to get rid of it to Timpson. He's a star receiver, but joined by the Lions, Bears, and Vikings. Timpson is a star receiver, but we're audibling to pass again. Oh, I just ate that one. I wasn't feeling that. But I haven't been throwing in the coverage much. Just doesn't seem to be worth it. I'm just going to eat that one too. Dallas hardly gets to wear the blue jerseys too since they were white at home. Yeah. Chucking up to Brooks. Oh, it's short. Ah. Bad pass. It should have gone, that pass should have gone into the end zone, but it was underthrown. So, I don't know. Okay. Calling run. Oh, 36 team expansion with the map. Yeah, that would be tight. That would be tight. Yeah, 36. Most people don't realize Rod Woodson is the most pick sixes in NFL history. Yeah. Yeah, one of the best cornerbacks of all time. I have no problem saying that. And Tecmo, you know, Tecmo makes me biased because it's so great in Tecmo. But yeah, Rod Woodson, Deion Sanders. I'm fine saying they're the best. Ooh, Morris gets hurt, though. 3rd and 7. This is a big 3rd down. I'm still doing goal line run.
Round 52. Round 52.
Ooh, hoo, hoo. All right, so he was feeling the heat. Oh, finally a punt block. Can we get a scoop? We get a scoop. Carrier. Mark Carrier with the punt block. Recovery for the touchdown. That was huge. Packers couldn't score on their first drive on offense. Toronto, NFC, Montreal, AFC, St. Louis, NFC, Mexico City, AFC. All right. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. It makes sense that they would have multiple international expansions at one time. Be Real saying, who's your favorite all-time NFL player? I mean, for a while it was Aaron Rodgers, being a Packers fan. Just because he was so good and he always gave the Packers a chance. But he's what kept me be a Packer fan. Like Brett Favre and Reggie White helped make me a Packer fan growing up in Wisconsin. And then after that era, Rodgers kept me a Packer fan. But we'll see, especially as Rodgers retires and I'm less like maybe starry-eyed. I don't know. It's hard to get better than Rodgers. It's not just that he was so good, but he had so many exciting plays in clutch moments that it's just like you couldn't ever give up as a fan because you knew he wouldn't give up, and he had a chance to win every time. So I just appreciated that. That's just a special thing that like not a lot of teams get in any sport. To have that one player that like doesn't mean you're going to win every time, but it means you got a shot to win every time. So I appreciated that. I mean, he's a unique case because like he was like such a public persona as well that it's hard to separate what we know about his like personal life and him as a player. But if we're just talking about player, what about you, Be Real? Who's your fave? Still calling goal line run. Ooh. I didn't really need to dive there, but felt like it. Jonathan Hayes. I thought the pass rusher was going to get there. Actually, I think I need to check conditions. Jones bad is still 56. Yeah, I got to make sure my broskies are not good conditions on my linebacker. Love Gilbert Brown and the Packers. Doug Gravedigger, absolutely. Yeah, that was a vibe. That's honestly like why I had to keep him in this game this season. I could have got rid of him, got somebody else, but I just decided to keep him. Alright, so that is the vibe there. Mexico City, Toronto expanded. Oh, interesting.
Blue 48.
Expansion candidates.
Blue. Round 52. Round 52.
Oh. Okay. All-time favorite, Deion Sanders. Bo Jackson was the second. Oh, Isaac Colt. Interesting choice. Isaac Colt has some. He's respectable in original Tecmo on the Cowboys. Bo Jackson, obviously a legend. I like Bo in RBI baseball too. On the Royals, that was exciting because I knew he was like and Deion as well, a multi-sport player. I like Deion on the Falcons. At Demon Tap before the pandemic, we had a Tecmo Super Bowl league where we had a team and we would play a whole season as that team. And I was the Steelers the first year. Second year I was the Falcons, and like it was awesome being Deion and just because we would play the games throughout the season. Deion, a lot of times he would be an excellent, or bad, but like he would be an excellent a lot of times, and then he's just like covering the whole field. It was great. Great memories of that. A lot of touchdowns to Andre Rison. Good times. Ooh, that could have been picked. All right, so the run defense holds up again before they were beaten by Carolina and Jacksonville. Oh, another punt block. Okay, the Packers special teams are what's doing it. And once again, I need to change that and change that. All right. Loved Isaac Holt. He was a headhunter. Amazing in 91. Loved Bo Jackson. Sports Talk, Baseball, RBI. It's an awesome game. Sports Talk, Baseball. I'll have to bust that out sometime. People talk about it a lot. Mort, who used to stream on this channel, he was big on Sports Talk, Baseball. Little juke for Timpson and in the end zone. All right. Packers have had a lot of close games in this season. 2 overtime games already. Two of the 3 have been overtimes. In this game, they've had 2 punt blocks, one of them for a touchdown. So, yeah, not really pretty dominant on defense, but the offense hasn't really been getting going, and that's, I mean, when you give up Brett Favre, maybe the second best quarterback in the game, next to Steve Young, that's going to happen. But we got a 1 minute left in the half against the Steelers. They audible it. The diver missed. I covered the guy up top because I saw I had help down below. Alright, Hayes gets the covered catch against Butler, and it's a first down. Alright. Butler's in bad. Carrier's in excellent. That's what I'm talking about. Green Bay Toronto rivalry. Yeah, that would be interesting. I would say more like a Buffalo Toronto rivalry. Or a Detroit Toronto rivalry. That would be interesting to see Toronto. Oh, Carrier! Oh, I thought I was gonna pick six that mofo. We're going play action. Yeah, Buffalo, Detroit, and Toronto in the same division. That would be exciting. Chmurl! Oh, Chmurl. Come on. Also, Vancouver and Seattle in the same division would be fun. I'd be into that. Packers only 88 total yard, or no, 37, negative 12 rushing yards. I guess that's the sacks and the called plays and such. $19 reception. I mean, no wonder he didn't catch it. Debacle. Jeff Graham Nation. I got some boys on the bench. Yeah, whatever. Montreal, New Jersey in the same division. Yeah. Yeah, put the Giants in there as well. Giants can change conferences. Lions can change conferences. Even though it makes sense to keep them in the black and blue division with the Bears and Packers and Vikings. So yeah. Right. Graham. Graham wide open. There you go. Dave Brown. Only 60% though. So we're calling a run. Or I mean a pass. I'm gonna audible it. Ooh, but then they put another man in the box. We bounce it outside and we eat it. Because we're not feeling it. Mexico City, Houston rivalry. Yeah, you could have a Mexico and just Texas. I think it makes sense. You know, Dallas, Houston, Mexico City in the same conference. Put the Saints in there. Basically a Texas division. Like it's the Gulf division basically. Trying to juke him a little bit. I mean, he can't get hurt, you know. Can't get hurt because I don't have a. All right, they're audibling, so I'm going to audible the pass. Bam, Chimura. We're just going to go out of bounds. We're going to take the yards.
First down.
And now we're going play action for the dagger.
Round 52. Round 52.
Called play.
Quarterback sack.
Ray Seals. He got 8 tackles already. Wow. Rivalry with some California teams.
Blue 48.
I mean, you could have a California conference too. I mean, California already has like 4 teams, right? Well, I guess the Raiders are in Las Vegas. Rams, 49ers, Chargers. Yeah. It's like you could have a California conference, Texas conference. Dang it. I thought maybe that guy was going to get open. It didn't happen. Nah, I'm feeling risky. I'm feeling risky biscuits.
Blue 48.
Tipped it.
Touchdown.
Was Montana on this one? Did he retire early? I think he's QB Chiefs in this game. We'll check it out though. Yeah, we'll have to check it out. Actually, the Chiefs quarterback might be Bono. That's a great question. If he is in the game, he's not like one of the best quarterbacks. I know that for sure. The best quarterbacks are Young, Favre, Aikman, maybe Cunningham. All right, so they're in shotgun. I'm going to dime. Bam! St. Louis rival with KCLA and Vegas. Yeah, unfortunately, St. Louis has moved around so much that their rivalries are a little wonky. Man, Parsons still in bad. What is this BS? Now Carrier's in bad. Buck. Do you have the cop come in? Yeah, I don't think I have it anymore. I used to have it. I'm too lazy to get up and check. I'm going to look at my spreadsheet that has all my stuff on it. If I don't have it, I plan to get it again. Eventually, I want to own all the sports retro games. So yeah, I don't have it anymore. But yeah, I enjoy it. I especially like the when you can do the historical games. That's really fun. Alright, are they audibling to pass or run? Probably run. Pegram. Third and 18. They're probably audibling to run, honestly. There they are. And now they're going to punt. 4th and 20, they're going for it. I'm still picking run, honestly. Ooh, one for Sega CD about Dallas and San Fran. No, I only have... I do not own a Sega CD, but I did buy NBA Jam on Sega CD a couple months ago for 20 bucks. I was like, let's go. That's cool. And a friend of the channel, Troy, he gave me a copy of NHL 94 on Sega CD years ago. So I got that. But, no, yeah, there's NFL's Greatest, San Francisco versus Dallas. No, I don't have that one. I don't have any football ones for Sega CD. But, you know, if I see them at the store, I look for them because they're sort of rare, you know. Harder to come by than like Genesis, for sure. Boom. I thought they were going to call run. I thought guys would be open. And that's what happened. Robert Brooks. Alright, so this one's a little bit of a blowout. I might have won the first game 28-0. But yeah, that one definitely came down to ooh, Woodson. There he goes. There he goes. Oh, this tackle. This one came down to them going for it on 4th and 20, giving me the easy touchdown. I probably would have scored anyway, but ooh, why couldn't you catch that? Why couldn't you catch that? Oh, 78 to 93. There it is. Oh, Carrier was there. Still calling run. Still goal line run. Okay, interesting route by Johnson. I didn't know if he was going to go by my safety, so I didn't really worry about it, but alright, probably audible to run. We're still going goal line, call and run. Alright, shotgun. Oh, the run though. Oh, and he blows by me. Good run. Okay. There we go, Steelers. There we go. Had to give up the short one. Didn't want to give up the tud. And now they're passing it a little bit. This is their best drive so far. There's the called play, Pegram. Ooh, that I wouldn't have been shocked if he had jumped up and caught it. And I couldn't have been too mad if he did, because there's not a great way to defend that. Pretty dominant victory. Not a lot of yards. I threw an interception. I don't know. Was it dominant? I couldn't really run it all. It hurts having a quarterback hurt because then I just have to go with whatever condition Brown is in. But I'm secretly hoping he gets MVP anyway. So yeah, it really came down to containing the Steelers on defense. I'm going to skip through San Francisco, Detroit, then I'm going to look at some of the standings and rankings, and then we will close it up. San Fran getting the big win. All right, standings, the East. All right. Got Bledsoe and company. Got Erickson and company. The Browns, 4-0. Seahawks doing work. Broncos. Eagles. Of course, the Packers, and a very good plus-minus. Taking care of business. I beat the Lions and Vikings, I think. In the West, pretty competitive. Everyone has at least 2 wins. Yeah, well, not this year, apparently. In this season. This year they were probably pretty bad. Offense. I'm almost last. Yeah, and rush, I bet I'm dead last. Yeah. It's hard to rush in this game. Defense first by a mile. So that's fun. Maybe we'll get a record. What are the records again? Total 1,700, 1,000, and 700. Okay. That'll be hard to beat, but maybe we can. NFL leader. Passing. Dang, I'm not even ranked because I've been playing both quarterbacks, so debacle. Receiving, yeah, tough to put up a lot of stats. Maybe yards per reception. Oh, there we go. Brooks Timpson. I got 4 guys in the top 6. Brooks with a 72-yarder. Timpson, 5 tuds. Brooks, 4 tuds. You'll love to see it. Scoring. Smith in first. Interceptions. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot. Sacks. Definitely not Parsons. I gotta figure out how to get Parsons more involved. I'm trying to get him into All-Pro. I think he was a Pro Bowler last season. So Brooks. Okay. Yeah, I gotta re-strategize about some things. Eli's saying Joe Montana football at ESPN Sunday Night NFL on Sega CD. All right. I do have a couple of the Joe Montana games on Genesis, but I don't have a Sega CD. Like I said, one day, I'd love to play them one day. ESPN NBA Hang Time. Tecmo for Sega Saturn. Well, let's take a look. Sega Saturn. I don't think there's a Tecmo for Sega Saturn. At least not a football game. There's only Madden, and then there's NFL '97. I don't know who made that. And there's NFL Quarterback Club, a couple of those, and there's Quarterback Attack with Mike Ditka. Bunch of basketball games, bunch of baseball games, some hockey, soccer, one boxing game. So NFL '97 from Sega Sports. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that kind of intrigues me. The system that doesn't have too many sports games, I'm always curious how they hold up. You know, I'm looking at the PS1 list. Like, I know there's a lot of good games, but there's like so many games. Like 25 soccer games, 20 hockey games, 40 football games, 40 basketball games, 30 baseball games. Like, whoa. Actually picked up Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 on PS1 when I was in Houston at the Arcade Expo. So I'll have to. It's really scratched. I don't even know if it's gonna work, but we'll try it out sometime. But yeah, appreciate you hanging out, Eli, and Be Real, and everybody else, Richie. Max Cornelius. Yeah, it's fun to pop in a little bit. Maybe we'll do this one again sometime soon. Still got about a week before my thesis is due. So maybe in December I'll do some more streams, but if I don't see you guys, hope you have a great Thanksgiving week. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you soon. Peace out.